Hello, my name is Michael Chaffee, and I've been in the design, build, landscape, and swimming pool construction business all my life. I have put this video clip together in order to advance your understandings for why your construction bids may differ for a pool or landscape when it seems to be basically the same job that everyone is looking at. Most often, the confusion originates when you solicit pricing from contractors without your own individual plans and specifications. In doing so, what you are actually requesting is for the contending contractors to produce a competitive price for the simplest and most profitable approach to building the project. In such scenarios, you are placing yourself at a disadvantage because in order to remain competitive, an experienced and knowledgeable performer must discount much of that experience if he or she wishes to be successful in being awarded the opportunity to perform. You're probably asking, how can we keep this from happening? Well, the key is to develop a better understanding for what is achievable by quality-minded performers and not just settle for what can be described as allowable industry standards. Standard number 1. An electrical power supply will be run from your main panel to the pool equipment sub-panel. This should require wires to be correctly sized and installed in a properly sized conduit. Copper wire is what should be run, and the larger the copper wire, the more expensive it will be. If the wire is sized smaller, the cost for construction will be lower. If the wire is sized only to the limits of the basic operations, then when operating other functions, you will have a lower voltage rating. As the amp load increases by turning on equipment, the voltage will drop, and motors, transformers, and other equipment will run hotter. Heat destroys electrical equipment, and as such, it will cause these components to wear out quicker. Solution: make sure your size of the wire is to the full capacity of operational functionality. Standard number 2. An equipment set description without an equipment schematic is like giving a child a gun. Simply providing you an 8.5 by 11 list of equipment doesn't tell you what the plan is, and more importantly, it does not provide you an accounting for the nuts and bolts that are required, like check valves, wire sizes, pipe sizes, and other important information relevant to being able to come up with a valid estimate. How the equipment is assembled is a crucial element in achieving the best water flow characteristics, and this really shouldn't be a guesstimate. Selling on the premise that the plumber's job is to oversee this, or that it's just too simple to discuss, should raise a red flag. The fact is, the equipment set, plumbing and electrical work that dead end at the equipment set represents a substantial part of what you are paying for. So ask to see an equipment schematic and you'll know where your money's being applied. Standard 3. Pools and spas can have unique shapes and interesting conformities, or they can look like your parents' pool built in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. In today's considerations, especially entry steps, cantilever swim-outs, Caribbean shelves, beach entries, and many other considerations can add a special flair in what would otherwise be just a place to get wet. Please take a moment and view some of our standard entry steps, benches, and the likes, and realize that these elements are available at no extra charge when building with Earth Dynamic Poolscapes. Standard 4. What becomes possible in a swimming pool and/or spa's plumbing system has much to do with what is established at the front end of the sale. If the cheapest price is the barometer for equating value, you will most definitely eliminate a key element for achieving the ultimate energy-efficient pool. If your pool is to be heated by a heater or by a solar system, providing a dedicated hot water flow return that will distribute the heated water to the bottom of the pool will provide 67% greater efficiency. Standards 5. One of the single most important contributing elements to the appreciative beauty of a swimming pool can be a high-quality, professionally performed concrete deck. Enhancements such as a poured-in-place deck light or deck drain inlets add to the finishing touches. to what otherwise might be just a simple pool deck. Lighting can play a key role in extending the evening hours of outdoor usage, and well-planned drainage will call for placements that will collect water on the deck before it will inundate the surrounding landscaped area planters. Fire pits and recessed poolside courtyards can also add to extending the overall functionality of the outdoor living environment. Standard 6. In-ground spa construction, in my opinion, is the single most abused term in the swimming pool industry. When establishing the benefits of a spa, your specification should include a description for the intentions, not just the term spa with 6 or 8 jets. The objective should be to provide a therapeutic action. The spa should also warm up in a reasonable time and have a variable and controllable choice of actions. Spa controllable actions should include high-quality hydraulically balanced spa jets such as these waterway power jets, together with an air blower and an uninhibited spa jet booster pump. Other choices can be LED lighting and spa-side controls that can provide for temperature adjustments and provide for your in-spa pleasure and operational functions. Standard 7. Index solar is the most energy-efficient heating system that you can incorporate into your swimming pool's heating environment. Roof-mounted solar systems' thermal contribution is only active as a solar-capturing heating environment for about 5.5 hours in our Sacramento area. Unfortunately, this window of opportunity from about 11:30 in the morning till about 5:30 in the afternoon also corresponds with most utility companies' peak usage hours. During this time, your cost for pumping water with the pool pump will be more expensive. Index solar heats up all day long, and after sundown, it can be programmed to operate at low speed, low power consumption rate, and heat the pool throughout the evening. In evaluating the weight of any contender's opinion for the construction of your project, you would be wise to scale and measure the validity of such contributions. Our industry-recognized credentials express both a dedication to advancing our knowledge, but also reflect a standing in our community of professional builders. This orientation has been provided to elevate your understanding for just a few of the many differences that exist between us and others who claim to build something of equal standing. You now have gained greater familiarity for what can go into the price or what may be left out. Leave nothing to assumption and take the time to know the differences or hire someone who can bring such things to the table.